You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
Well, guys, I hope everyone is being safe as the New Year's actually does start. Now, you guys know, man, this New Year's, man, has been off to an amazing start for all the wrong reasons, man. I mean, the terrorist attack, crime, and we've actually been covering the crimes that have been happening in the sports world because there's been quite a few athletes, guys, who have had their homes broken into when they're not there by an apparent South American gang. And of course, this gang is already here in the United States of America. It's been a real problem. Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelce, Luka Doncic, who else just got hit? Joe Burrow got hit also as well. I mean, their homes are getting invaded by criminals. And no one to this point has been caught. Now, I said it before, I'm going to say it again, guys. You are the first line of defense when it comes to protecting your home. The police, they can't protect your home. You need to put the right precautions in place to ensure that your home is not the next home hit up. Now, that actually brings us to Matthew Stafford, who plays for the LA Rams. I guess, guys, he's taking precautions now. I guess kind of like a Tua. Tua has already put out a warning, plays for the Miami Dolphins, that these criminals don't want to go to his house because he actually has armed security. And so far, it doesn't seem like he's been a victim yet. Now, there is one more week here in the regular season, so the criminals definitely can just look at the schedule and determine, all right, this athlete's not going to be at home. Let's go and hit up this place. But I do believe the Rams are actually going to be in the playoffs, so it's going to Matthew Stafford is definitely going to have to take more precautions as well. However, look at this, guys. Matthew Stafford, home inspected by cops, NFL security amid athlete burglaries. Yeah, so he's taking precautions here, but I believe that Matthew Stafford probably needs to go a step further here. He needs to have armed security at his home. He's making a whole bunch of money. Now, I'm not telling anybody how to spend their own money, but it's nice and all, that the police came over there. But apparently, man, these criminals, they're on some new high-tech MacGyver kind of stuff where they're actually disabling security cameras and all that other stuff. I mean, they're operating at another level. I wasn't even expecting that, guys. So even if you actually do have a home security system, you need private security, man. It's just that simple. You need to go out there and hire private security. But let's go and read this. Matthew Stafford is pulling out all the stops to make sure he's not the next athlete targeted in the recent string of burglaries. TMZ Sports has told the Rams quarterback invited police officers and NFL security to inspect his LA home for any potential weak spots. Law enforcement sources tell us lead staffers and cops met at the Super Bowl champ's residence this month to scope out his current setup, and provide tips and safety measures on what his family can do further to deter crooks from targeting his pad. Well, another thing too, carry a gun. Even in your own home, man, have a gun. I know this is the People's Republic of California, man, but you have a right to bear arms. You are the first line of defense. Anyway, it goes on. While Stafford himself was not present, we're told the NFL specifically asked the cops about the South American burglary crews believed to be behind all the hits, as well as how they can work together to make it more difficult for the criminals to execute their operation. For example, officials are instructing homeowners to make sure their entire homes have security alarms, not just on the first floor. They're also telling people to remember not to leave ladders sitting around their property. Officials have also gotten requests to patrol around athletes' neighborhoods more often, especially when they're out of town or in the middle of games. Now, guys, I'm not really sure, but is LAPD, do they even really have the resources to actually just send people out, cops out on patrolling rich neighborhoods? I'm not really sure about that. Okay. But these athletes, man, they're going to have to take matters into their own hands. As for the presumed culprits, what makes them so hard to track is the fact their names, fingerprints, and DNA aren't in any American systems. I wonder why. It's because, guys, these people more than likely broke into the country illegally because of an open border. Therefore, they can be tracked. Yeah, the border's wide open, man. So come one, come all. Yeah. Because I believe even if you get caught at the border illegally, I do believe they actually fingerprint you. And they give you a court date, which you're never going to show up to. But in this case right here, the fingerprints, they can't track them. Which means these people crossed illegally and never got caught. Wow. Law enforcement believes they use drones, surveillance, social media, and public schedules to figure out when to hit their targets, Wi-Fi jammers to scramble security and camera systems and leave no traceable DNA behind. Yeah, that's the thing about home security systems, man. They're tied to your internet connection. So if your Wi-Fi is jammed, more than likely it's not going to actually record, even if you have cameras. Wow. The theft groups also appear to use fake IDs to rent cars for their jobs. And when they make off with stolen loot, they can be as far as 2 states away by the next day. Man, these criminals, man, they really thought this thing out, man. Once they get their hands on the items, they fence some of it and then take the rest of it back to South America. What? So you mean to tell me they're making like multiple trips back and forth? Wow. Even when suspects do get arrested, once they make bail, they have a history of falling off the grid and going back home. You know what? They shouldn't be given bail. They shouldn't be given bail, man. In other words, they're not much more sophisticated than Harry and Marv. As we previously reported, massive names like Travis Kelce, Patrick Mahomes, Joe Burrow, and Luka Doncic have had their homes broken into over the past months. But Stafford's doing whatever he can to keep himself off that growing list. So there you have it, man. That's a good start right there for Matthew Stafford, man. But you're going to need armed security. That's what you need, man. Especially when you're not at home. And you live in the LA area, man, which is a dumpster fire, by the way. Yeah, you definitely need armed security, man. But shout out to Matthew Stafford, man. At least he's trying to do something to make sure he's not hit. Now, of course, in California, man, they gonna let illegals in there no matter what. So Matthew Stafford, I believe, actually lives in Texas in the off season. I could be wrong about that, but it doesn't matter, man. These people are hitting up everybody. Luka plays in Dallas. His home got hit up out there. So that's just my thoughts on this. What do you guys think of this? Black and white sports fans, let us know what you think about all this in the comments. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. And we will catch you next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.